Why does work stop speaking for itself? You might have experienced early in your career, you got lots of promotions, maybe every year or every couple of years, or maybe once in 3 years. And you were doing a lot of work. Your upper management saw your work and they said, "Okay, we are giving you promotion. You get bigger responsibility, and grow up the ladder of the early career success." But are you wondering what happened? Are you finding yourself in a situation for last several years? This work speaking, this phenomena that work speaks for itself has stopped working. Are you experiencing that you are not getting promotion from last several years? Now you're wondering, like, because probably you are, if one of someone like our many of your clients who are really ambitious and who are really hardworking and they really authentically giving a lot of value to the world. If you're one of them, you might be wondering, I'm actually working harder as compared to before. I'm actually giving bigger value. I'm doing high value work. I'm doing bigger project, more complex project, and delivering a lot of things, a lot of projects below budget and on time. So I'm doing much bigger value work in my organization, but somewhere that magic of work speaking for itself has gone. Why people are not seeing my work and giving me promotion into leadership roles? If you're wondering about this puzzle, don't worry. It happens to so many of us because we kind of get blindsided with the big value that we are bringing to ourselves. And that's what happens to many of my clients. Very good intentions, very good work ethics, and very much, their bosses and everybody's kind of admiring them actually. Their clients are admiring, they're giving them good rating, kudos, you are doing excellent work, but they are struggling to reach into leadership role. And why does it happen? This happens because you are selling your current role. You are selling your technology prowess. What happens when I talk to this my client? They come to me, potential client, and I ask them, "What is the hold of? What? Tell me about you." And they start talking about the certification, technical certification they did. They start talking about the expertise in this particular technology. They start talking about the big projects they did, and all the things that they are doing so far as a technology expert, which is awesome, right? Because technology is some very flourishing industry right now, and it will be. These technology skills are something gives a lot of money, and many of my clients are making a lot of money actually. But they ask, like, when I go for to my upper management and ask for leadership roles, and they are not giving me, or it's not happening. And they wonder, like, in spite of doing this hard work, great value, and for getting this kudos, why I'm not getting this leadership role? The biggest problem happening, I just tell them, you just told me all about the things that you are doing currently. You are talking about all the technology things. That's what you are selling. That, and what, and obviously, people will buy what you sell. You have been talking, look at your resume, look at your LinkedIn profile, and see what are you talking about. You are selling your technical prowess, which is awesome. You have to do that, no doubt about it, right? But there is, if you want to get into leadership, you have to start selling you as a leader, right? So that is the challenge, that is the struggle. And that, once my clients see that, puzzle, then the aha moments comes, and then puzzle gets solved. They start saying, "Oh, I'm just selling these oranges, I need to sell apple." If you want people to buy orange, which is your technology skill, which is super awesome, but if you want to sell apple, which is your leadership skills, you to get into leadership roles, you have to sell your leadership qualities. You have to sell yourself as a leader. Both the things. You have to sell yourself as a technology expert, but at the same time, you have to start selling yourself as a leader also. And that is the hard part. Why? Because selling yourself as a technology leader, technology person is easy. You have done this certification, you have this skill, it's black and white. You did this project, you worked on this particular technology, you delivered this value, you did it or not. It's black and white. It's fairly simple for people to see it, and fairly easy for you to sell it, right? And easy for people to buy it. You go to this lead core, you go to all those certification, and also the very first round probably for your interview will be your technical test. So it's, you pass it or fail. You can't go further beyond that. So they know. You are technically sound. Great, awesome. That is easy. I won't say easy, but simple. you know, Getting into this technology, you need to work hard. I've been a technology person. I am a technology person. My son is in technology, so I see how hard it is to prove yourself as technically expert. But probably have done that already. Many clients come to me, they have done that already. So the next thing has to happen, 50% of it, like, is the if you want to get into this manager, lead, director, VP role, you have to start selling yourself as a leader. And that is hard because leadership is a gray matter. It's not hard and fast. It's not like, oh, I delivered leadership, this, this is the project, and I delivered this is leadership quality. It's very hard for to see. And bigger problem than that is, it's hard for us ourselves to figure out what are the leadership strengths are and what are the leadership weaknesses are. See, if you know this language, this technology, I know this, I don't know this. It's very easy to see. But what are the leadership qualities that you possess, and what are the qualities you don't possess? That self-realization is missing. And even if you have some self-realization, it's kind of a weight. I have something like this, I have something like that. So there is no crystal clear clarity about what are the leadership strengths you have, and second is how to articulate them. So that is the big challenge people face, and that's why they are not able to sell themselves. So what do we do? How do we help our clients? Now there is so much wisdom about this leadership and everything in the world, and I've been working in this for a long time, but of course I'm not super extra expert or anything. There are lots of big leadership books and all those things you can go and refer, but what I'm going to share today is that work for me, and that is working phenomenally great for our clients. So and that's coming from that proof, that confidence that this system works. So what do we do? So as soon as our clients join the program, what we do the leadership personality test, and that personality test gives our clients crystal clear clarity about what are their leadership strengths are and what are their weaknesses, and how to amplify those strengths, and how to work on these weaknesses, and how to overcome them. Because what's going to happen is, if you as we do for our client, if you go and talk to your skip level or for management, they're going to quickly spot, they're smart people. They're going to quickly spot your weaknesses. And if you're not aware about yourself and you don't have plan, or you don't haven't somehow overcome them, then all the trust goes down and confidence in you goes down, and you're not going to get any second meeting. So that's what we do first, that amplify your strengths and overcome the weaknesses. And second, what happens is, this personality report is amazing. This is a really cool report, very fun, very easy to understand, but very profound. So in that report, it gives you the what I'll call it, ready-made words and sentences. You can just print that report. Our clients do that. They print the report and highlight some of the words and sentences, and that resonated with them, what they want to showcase to the world. And then they start using those words and sentences, and magic happens. First of all, they start seeing themselves are worthy of a director, VP position, and as they start expressing themselves in those eloquent words and leadership language, people around them, their manager, bosses, start seeing them as worthy of a director position. And that's how they start selling the apple instead of they are selling the oranges, which are really awesome. I love them. And but apples, right? They are selling the technical expertise, but they start saying that leadership quality in them too. And that is the profound work they start doing. And people are getting lots of promotions. In our yesterday, only one of our clients said, like, she got promoted, and in all these techniques of showcasing herself as a leader had made a huge difference. And the people and promotion, of course, some is one big results, but at the same time, clients are getting amazing result in terms of getting, I call it, mini promotion. As soon as their bosses see them in with that light of leadership, then they start trusting them, and they start taking them to leadership meetings. Their bosses, and their bosses start taking them to a leadership higher management meeting where they get bigger visibility. Their bosses start trusting them to give this presentation. So all this belief, or all this trust in your boss's mind, start building because you are showcasing yourself as the strong executive leader. And that's the thing. That's how, and the reason to summarize why work starts speaking for itself, because it is speaking for itself, but it's in technology work. It is not speaking for itself in terms of leadership roles. So if you are aspiring for leadership roles, your work only is not going to work. You have to go beyond it, start selling yourself as a leader, and it works. So I hope this you kind of got the gist of it, solve the puzzle. So if you want to take a next step, like a leader, watch our webinar, 5 Steps to High Position, theleaderinside you.com/free training. At the end of the training, you will get an opportunity to book a call with me, and we will see, how where your career is, where your career is going, what are your aspirations, and what exactly is stopping your career growth. And if we think we can help you, then I'll lay out step-by-step personal strategy for you, because every person's story is different. So watch that webinar and book a call with me or one of my coaches, and we will get the opportunity to take your career to the next level. So this is Ravi wishing you happiness and success.